how do you remove fear, anxiety, or pressure or stress on your sales call, right? During a meeting with a client that's going to pay you, that can pay you a lot of money on, or you can get a zero and you can get nothing from them, right? So that's a tough one. I remember that was always like from the beginning when I was just starting out, it was the thing that was also keeping me stuck. After other problems with just finding clients, right? But then when I found clients and had meetings, then it was like how do I sell them, right? And I had this kind of fear and like pressure and didn't really know how to go about this, right? And this like I was just needed like for a sale, right, for whatever I was selling. And so in this video, I'm going to tell you, how to let go of it, how to just maybe not like win with it, right? Because I don't think you can win. Let go is a better word, honestly. And there are some just techniques and things that you can just realize in your own mind right now that will work for you and that will basically make you stronger and fearless on a sales call, right? So the first is kind of approach or tip that I can give you will just to have a helpful approach, right? It's so intuitive, and then, like we're speaking with people every single day, but like yet we are afraid to speak with people, on the call, like on Zoom, when we are trying to offer something, right? So the solution to it, and also what I've realized is that when you have a helpful approach, when you genuinely want to help someone, right, in their business, right, and you can even for a second just forget about the money, forget about the cash, and like your selfish needs, that like you want to have the cash, right, from a client because you want to do like whatever with it, right? If you can just for a second forget about that, right, and just focus on the client, what he wants, what they want, and like what are the problems, what are the struggles, where they want to get to, right? They will feel it, right? They will naturally feel it that you actually want to help them out, right? And the money is just like the side thing. Money is just like like signing a contract, right? It's just like the necessity that we need to just have this transfer of the money like from them to you, right? But really, it's just about like building the relationship and really helping them out, right? So first of all, just try to have a helpful approach, right? And this should basically just be to your whole business. You should have this kind of approach to your whole business, right? Not only on a sales call, right? But especially when you are on a sales call, people will just feel it and like just naturally, right? When you are the person that is just trying to take their cash, right? When you're just trying to be cool and trying to feel and trying to perceive yourself as you're trying to help them, right? But you're really not. You just care about yourself. Then they will feel it and they will not move forward with you. They will just people have something like that. They will just subconsciously feel it, right? So try to, if you want to let go of this fear, try to change this in your mind, right? That you basically want to help them out and you don't really want to, sell, and you don't have to be really needy in this situation, right? Try to have a helpful approach to their whole business, right? To their whole, as them as well, right? To the person. That would be the first point. Just like try to be helpful to these people, right? The second point would be that you need to be numbers driven, right? So obviously, like everything that we are doing here, if you're an agency owner, a coach, or a consultant, you will be reaching out to a lot of people, and like a lot of people will reject you. A lot of people will tell you that like you're not worth it, and that like you're not going to do it, and that like your offer doesn't work, your service doesn't work, your strategy doesn't work, and all of these things that people will tell you, right? Fortunately, this is very like minority of people, right? But it still can be threatening to a lot of people, especially in the beginning, right? So, especially on your sales call, you need to be numbers driven, right? So we need to realize that there is so many people, so many opportunities, and so many just like opportunities to sell, right? To opportunity to like offer something to your clients, right? If one person tells you that they don't want to move forward, right, you just move on to the next one, right? You just have to like create this kind of muscle of a salesperson, right? When you just realize that once you and also like are running your business for quite some time, you know your numbers, right? And you just basically know when you will make a sale, right? So it's like one in 5 people, 1 in 5 meetings, in 6-7 meetings, right? Whatever. But you will just know this number. Then after this number, before this number hits, you will just make a sale, right? So when you understand this, then you will sell every 1 in 6 people, for example. So that means like you need 6 meetings, right, to sell someone, right? So that basically means that you don't have to be worried. You don't have to like be fearful, because you will do it, right? It's just like the numbers game. And if one person doesn't want your thing, then you just move on to the next one, right? Also, it's very simple, but again, it just we are very like emotional as people. And so if you can just remove all of the emotional like baggage that you are carrying with yourself, and all of the neediness that you need this money from a client right now, then you will be way better at sales call, and you will be way better persuading and showing your offer to a client, and then they will move forward with your offer that you're doing, right? So the second point would be to just be more numbers driven, right? Just be more, look at the numbers that you are doing, right? And then just realize when you will actually make a sale, right? Instead of just trying to stick to one person and just, hoping that they will actually move forward, right? If they will not move forward, probably, a few people, after that will actually move forward, right? That would be the second point, right? The third, like final point that it also helped me out a lot on my sales call to just, be more confident, just let them know what I'm doing, right? So this was just, knowing my offer, knowing my service, exactly what I'm doing, right? So when you are selling something and when you are trying to present it on your call, you need to know exactly what you are doing. Like, what is the outcome? What are you going to do for these people, right? And also like the technical stuff that you're going to provide for them, right? You don't necessarily need to like tell them about all of the technical stuff, but you just need to know it yourself, right? So that you are just confident, because if you're selling something and you just don't really know what you're selling, you don't really know what the outcome is, you don't really know if it's going to work or not, right? So ideally you should have it tested even before, right? If before working with a client, and you should just know if this is going to work or not, right? Because if you just know 100% that like what you are selling is going to work for this client that you are speaking to, you're going to naturally just show the value and just show like the confidence, and you will not be fearful. Because why should you be fearful if you are speaking with a person and you know that they will be profitable with whatever you're trying to sell, show them, right? Or give the value to them, right? uh, so the third point, again, just know your offer or like your service or whatever very well, because you will just naturally be able to speak with them and just naturally show them the value of what you're selling, right? And also once you know what that you can make for them, for example, 5 times more money that you are actually charging them, like why fear, for example, being on the call first of all, and like increasing your price or whatever, if you actually know 100% that you can make them way more money than you're charging them, right? So then like the struggle is to just show this value to them, right? Show like what actually you're going to provide for them, right? Because they don't know it yet, right? So we just need to show this value to them, to the prospect, that they are actually going to be profitable, right? So this would be like just the 3 things that I've learned, and 3 things that helped me out with my fear of like sales and anxiety about sales and stuff like that. Yeah, just have like the helpful approach. Try to help these people. Try to be helpful in general in life as well, and people will reward you for this. Like you can even like imagine right now how people will reward you for this, right? Know your numbers, right? And just don't expect like to make sales every time. You just know how after running your business, you just know when you will make a sale, right? Exactly on your numbers. And the first thing, just know your offer, know your niche, know your service, know exactly what you are going to do for these people, right? Apply it, and I'm sure that it will work for you on your next sales call, so that you can just let go of this kind of fear, right? So that will be it. If you want to know more about myself, I'm a coach and I'm helping people go from 0 to 6 figures usually in 90 days, right? So if you're interested in that, you can just send me a DM on Facebook or on Instagram, right? Or you can just schedule a call directly with myself from my calendar link that you can find in the description below, right? On the call, again, there will be no any kind of pushing or like any hard selling. I will just try to see if our businesses match. If I can help you, I'll just make you an offer. If you're really not a good fit, right, I will just let you know, and that will be pretty much it. I will still try to make this a valuable call for you, even if you don't move forward. Even if the price or whatever is outside of your budget or whatever, still will try to make this give you as much value on this call as possible, even if you don't move forward to this, right? So thank you so much for the video, and I will catch you in the next one.